Welcome to the Site-65 podcast. I'm your host, Robert Tomato Peterson. It is late night on a Tuesday, and we are still at work. Um, so not a lot of people here. However, I did find someone to host with me this week. Ryan, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I've been meaning to come to your little lunch podcast for quite a while now, but I couldn't find the time, and I'm sorry about that.
That happens. It's been kind of hard with the holidays recently to find people to host, which is why episodes have been a little hit or miss over the past month or so. But I still try to crank these out, and we'll get back to a normal schedule once I can get more people to host. The problem is that between people getting eaten by 682 and people, getting shipped off to other sites, there's
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh about that, but sorry, continue.
you're fine. It happens. Thankfully we have backups, but I'm not supposed to talk about that. Anyways, Ryan, I was
Yes,
talking
hello,
to you
that's me.
briefly before this podcast started, and I asked you what do you do at the foundation, and we kind of determined that you kind of have done a lot. So
Yeah.
I basically want to ask you a couple things. One,
Mhm.
how did you end up at the foundation?
Well, honestly, oh my gosh, it's been so long. I don't, it's so convoluted. So I used to be in the US military, funny enough, not Canada. I just kind of got shipped here whenever I did join. But I was kind of, I don't know, like some other people in the military might have seen me as a goody two shoes. I was kind of a suck up. Okay, let me put it like
Mhm.
that. um, but I'd like to think I was quite good at what I did. Um, and then I was just approached by some person. I'm not too sure. I still don't even know, even after all these years of being a part of Site-65. They just asked me, "Hey, do you want to join?" Oh my gosh, what did they say? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember what they said. It's been so long.
That's fine. You're not the first former military personnel to become part of the foundation.
I'd assume that it's quite a I don't want to say popular, but quite common line to get in here just because of the inherent kind of military-esque um kind of thing that we got going on here that the foundation
Yeah.
has.
No, I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, definitely. We've had foundation members, we've had GOC members, we've had CI members who have all said the
Mhm.
same thing. They've started as military for their various
Wait,
countries
how'd
and
you
were
get CI? how'd you
okay.
get how'd you
That's
get
actually
CI
not
in
really
here?
our fault. So this happened episode 2.
Mhm.
Um, we were recording and CI just kind of hacked into our comms.
Oh.
And since then, like if a CI
Mhm.
wants to host, we just set up a webcam. We just set up like a laptop with a microphone, and they just remote in and just host the podcast. Same with the GOC.
I mean, I'd understand the GOC. I feel like we have more of a or like more connected communication with them. With CI, that's a okay. Wow, that's I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird, but site administration doesn't really mind because it's improving relationships between
Mhm.
our groups. And
Alright, yeah.
as long as like we can't talk about certain things when they're on, and likewise they can't talk about
Right.
certain things. So there's just stuff like that that we have to keep in mind with. But other than that, yeah, CI host occasionally, GOC host occasionally. We've had all manner of site administration on. We've even had a few site inspectors on.
Oh, really? How was that?
Yes. Kind of weird. There's only so much they're allowed to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, with their
like,
position and all that. Oh,
yeah. Oh, hi, Wybert. Thanks for sitting
Oh,
down with us.
jeez, I'm late.
That
dude,
happens.
come on.
It's
It's late anyways. I forget the time. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Why are we eating lunch at this time? What is...
It's more like a dinner, honestly, at this point. Or like a
It's more like
snack.
fourth
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah. I'd say it's like a fourth meal. I mean, with how much they
Hell
work
yeah.
us, I kind of need it.
Yeah, we were just talking about the guests that we've had on the podcast before. I was telling them how we've had site inspectors on before, and I was just explaining how, there's not much they can really talk about because they're site inspectors, but there's some things that they're allowed to divulge. Like they like I asked the two site inspectors, how'd you end up in your position? They just said I can't tell you that. So, stuff
Wait.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wybert, how have you been?
I have been alright. I mean, if we're talking about site inspectors, I've had quite lovely experiences with them in the past.
Oh,
Did I
what?
ever tell you about my birthday party?
No, but before we get to
Well-
that, I want to ask Ryan one more question because Ryan is sort of a new person to the podcast. So,
Yeah.
Ryan, I ask people two questions when they join the podcast. It's how'd you get here, and what's the craziest thing you've seen on site? So, what's the craziest thing you've seen on site?
Craziest thing I've seen on site. Okay. Well, if we're talking crazy, like they got kicked out of their position, it had to be when ex-site advisor Scratcher. This was when I was back in beta 1. Whenever he took my my whole regiment and he ordered them to chase me around in the entirety of core sector, and I was just running away from them for like a solid 30 minutes. I was kind of angry at the time, just obviously because well, he's abusing his power, but on hindsight it was kind of funny, and it was crazy in the fact that he got removed quite quickly after that.
He was having what? He was having people chase you?
Yeah, he had my own regiment. Okay. So we when as beta 1, we were tasked to follow site command and people like that. Not site command, what's the word? Shoot. Like site advisors and site managers. I don't even think site manager was a position at that time, but he ordered the entirety of my regiment to chase after me, and I ran through all throughout core sector trying to run away from them. It was quite interesting, I'll tell you that. I don't think that's like my craziest whoa, but craziest. That guy got removed immediately after that story.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting day, especially an interesting tribunal.
I once got kicked out of executive for holding a document hostage to get my way from a site inspector.
What document was it?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, fair enough.
Long story short, I was pulled into a room somewhere in the facility with a site inspector one day, and they said, "Hey, listen, we need you to buy us some time because you're good at writing documents. We need you to write us a fake document for an SCP, and we're gonna present it to the CI because they were breaking down the door at the time,
Right.
and we're gonna use that as a distraction." I said, "Sure." So I wrote up a document very quickly, and I went to go hand it to the site inspector. And before I handed it, I pulled my hand away and said, "So what's in this for me?" And he did not like that. He was
man.
very upset with me. And within an hour, I was kicked out of executive. Thankfully, this was over a year ago.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I managed to get back to executive researcher like a month later. But that was a very weird time in my life. I was back to being a senior researcher, and that's just no fun.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Wybert, what were you saying about your birthday party?
Oh yes, that's right, my experience with inspectors. Well, one day I woke up on site, my birthday, the 20th of October, and, well, I announced it on comms. It's my birthday, guys. Everyone on comms wishes me a happy birthday. Then a lieutenant of Alpha 1 shows up. I was very confused to what they would want from me.
Mm-hmm.
And would you guess what? I get kidnapped. But
Oh,
no. I wake up in floor 3. Happy birthday, Wybert, I hear. From Inspector 4. Everyone, the entire regiment of Alpha 1 wearing party hats. We all dance and we use a CI Alpha as a piñata. What a lovely day.
That's awesome.
Inspector 1 was there too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We had everyone there.
That reminds me. Oh, I just remembered. We were. This is gonna be kind of off topic. I don't even know if I should talk about this. One of the site inspectors offed himself on site earlier today.
What? Wait,
Yes.
what?
Huh?
What?
Were you guys not like on site
No.
for this?
I don't
Okay,
know.
so
No.
I was on. I've been on site all day, and
Mhm.
we got the intercom goes off, and we hear dun, dun. Hello,
Right.
gentlemen. This is site inspector, and then his name, and we're all like, "Who the hell is this?" And he goes, "Thank you for my time at the foundation. It's been lovely. Thank you, guys." We hear a gun cock and a bullet go off.
Holy, he quite literally got resigned in the back of the head.
Yeah, and
Your guys' universe is fucking insane.
Huh?
what do you mean universe?
Bro,
Like-
what?
Your dimension is insane. Why are your inspectors batshit crazy?
We're not getting into this.
Wait, what do you mean
Sorry,
different
did I
dimension?
miss
What's
Hello,
going on?
anything?
Lucius.
Oh, director.
Old director, but
Director, did you hear about the site inspector who offed himself on site today?
please tell me it was the chief.
I don't entirely know. I think it might have been.
Thank the fucking lord, I hated that guy.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
You know the fucking, you know the burn wounds I have? Yeah, that's because of him. I fucking hate that guy. I'm not even gonna lie. I was considering shooting him.
Oh, you might want
Uh,
to edit that out, Tomato. I'm gonna be honest. After
I mean-
after we're done recording.
No, you can keep that in.
maybe.
Talking about people that we want to shoot. How about we talk about the ethics chairman for a moment?
No, Dalton's
Wait,
chill as
okay.
fuck.
He
He
is
just
way
doesn't answer my
overstepped his
fucking shit.
comfort. I don't know
All right,
about
we're
your
not-
guys' chairman, but
Guys, let's not turn this into people we hate on site.
but
We were
uh,
having.
Wait, isn't that what we're here for? Oh, why did I come into this?
Oh,
Well-
hi, Doofster.
might I just
Yes,
say that the
hello.
insurgency are a slight $40,000 richer today.
Oh, whoa. Okay,
The insurgency are all right.
Oh yeah, I've been
I'm
embezzling
gonna act like I
for a
didn't
while
hear
now.
that. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had to pay. I had to pay them $35,000 because some idiots decided, hey, you know what's fun? Surface.
Doofster,
yeah.
did you hear that a site inspector offed himself over comms today?
See, same reaction. Even he hates them.
Wait. Okay, let me get this straight. I don't hate them, or at least all of them. Some of them I do. I mean, one of them I call the fetus, but we're not going to get behind who that is. Everyone can make a guess at that. No, what I think is they have a place, and you know they're here for a reason. It's just some of them need to get the stick up out of their assholes and start actually doing something than sending their kill squads after people.
Well, one of them's not going to be sending the kill squads after people today. As I was telling everyone before, we hear the intercom go off, and we hear some guy over. He says, "Hi, I'm Site Inspector, blah blah blah," and we hear, "Thank you, thank you for my time at the foundation. It's been lovely." And then a gun cocks, and then a bullet goes off, and people rush to floor 3, and they found the body.
God, I wish I
You
was
know what?
there
That-
because
I'll-
I would have
I'll give-
laughed
I'll-
my
I'll-
fucking ass off.
I'll give him this. That's a pretty good way to go out. Some of them it's just like, I'm going to go retire quietly now. This guy's just like, hey, you know what will be good? I'm gonna go onto the intercom and scar everyone by just blowing my brains. It's like going to the door of a random person in your neighborhood,
And blowing
saying
your
this is
brains
your
out with a
fault and
12
shooting
gauge.
yourself in the head.
I think
Exactly. Okay, I
biggest
wasn't gonna say a 12
Yeah.
gauge. That's messy.
Maybe
So
44
the
Magnum.
biggest
Scar them, not their
issue,
wallet.
Exactly. You got to give him the
the
spaghetti.
biggest issue with the whole
Then it
thing
really
was that
traumatizes him.
the biggest issue with the whole thing was that he used the entire site intercom. I was in D block at the time getting a D class for a test when we heard it. So of course all the D class were like, who the hell is the site inspector? So we had to go in and amnesticize
Yeah.
them. And it was a whole thing.
And from what I've heard, ethics now no longer want to do mass terminations, which honestly, come on.
Oh
Bring
my
it.
gosh, dude!
I'm
Ethics
the-
is ridiculous sometimes. I
half
tell you
of
what.
ethics, half of ethics, I swear, wish they were a site inspector by the way they act. But when they get the chance to, they're like, oh, I don't want to. Someone might be angry. I'm the type of guy. I am a doctor at this point in time. You know, I've started working for the medical department. You know, I've done therapy for people. I will still pull out a Glock 10mm and blow the brains of someone out if they're going to be annoying or threaten me. I've done it before. One of my therapy sessions ended with me shooting them to death because they tried to pull a knife on me.
Oh,
I'm happy you're not my
it was a D
therapist.
class. No, it was a D class. Don't worry. I'm a good therapist. I'm a great therapist. Just don't waste my time.
Oh my gosh!
We don't get paid enough for this.
Deucer, that just hold on, tomatoes. Scratch that about the craziest thing I've ever been a part of. Okay, Deucer, you just dug up some old memories. Holy crap! Okay,
There are a lot of things that,
dude. Yeah.
I mean, I'm the one that tried to implement no step back during, you know, when we do when we do fire drills and stuff. I'm the one who tried to initiate no step back, where all GenSec would get shot on sight if they tried to leave. But apparently, that was considered too extreme for a fire drill. But I mean, come on.
I mean, that is a little extreme for a fire drill.
Well, if it was the real thing, they're not meant to leave. So you know.
That's fair.
We're teaching them what the consequences are. You think we're I'm gonna tase them or something? No, we don't have tasers, but we have a lot of bullets.
I mean,
we do have a lot of
bullets.
9mm never hurt nobody.
I shot him with a Glock.
No,
There's no way he died.
No, a 22 never hurt anybody. A 9mm.
Well,
maybe
if
not
we're
GenSec,
listening to
but
certain people, then it blows their lungs out. But
Well, I mean, a 9mm
have
never
been
hurt anybody. That's why
I've
I
been
carry
shot enough
44
times.
Magnum.
Yeah, as someone who has been shot with pretty much, I shoot my, you know, I got shot with lower calibers, so now I've built resistance up to the heavier
That's
calibers.
not how that works.
I mean,
that is not how that works.
It is kind of how that
Well, I mean-
works. I've drank Tylenol, like just
No.
liquidized Tylenol, and survived a 50 cal. So
But that's
That's
not
kind of
Poison
how
is
that
different
works.
from bullets. Poison
Well, I mean,
and bullets
I-
are not the same things.
Well, I mean, it's the same as poison. You know, I've been shot with a 50 cal, and I'm still here today. My brains might have been scattered, but that's nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Is your Did you get one of those Crow special surgeries?
No, I've made sure Crow has never touched me in surgery. Crow, when Crow joined medical, I remember distinctly. Anytime I did have to go in for medical issues, you know how in the army they have dog tags so that it shows like blood type, religion, things like that in case they need to be treated in the field or they die. I have that, except it just says, "Don't let Crow near my body."
And Crow picks it up and laughs as he hovers over you with a scalpel.
Yeah.
No, he tried to, and I ended up shooting him, and we both went under surgery because.
I wonder how many
in the
people
end of
have
it,
do not
it was great. Good
resuscitate orders
times.
just because of Crow.
I feel like he'd just ignore that and he'd just order a medic to bring him back.
He's tried that, and then I ended up. He did that once, so then I shot myself in the head to try and avoid it. But yeah, they kept on bringing me back until eventually.
What is with Foundation and being suicidal? I mean, I know we've witnessed horrors beyond mankind, but
I mean, hey,
You just
Come on,
answered
guys.
shooting
your
yourself is a pretty fun way to go.
question there.
After all, I
Yeah.
remember my old
no,
department.
I'd rather get eaten by
it is.
682.
I remember my old
Hold on.
department director
I wanna
shitting
say-
himself.
wait,
That was
wait.
a pretty fun
Sorry,
day.
sorry.
Quiet. Guys,
We're not
this
gonna
is
talk
my
about your own
podcast. Let me
department
say
director.
something, please.
No,
What's up?
Suicide is never the answer.
it's
Yeah.
not the answer, but it
But
is
then
a
again,
okay,
being
but
solution.
what-
alive
wait,
also isn't.
Okay, wait.
It's not the
Hear
answer,
me
but
out.
it's a question.
Hear me out. There's a question. What?
Yeah, it's a question. It's your
Is,
choice.
Okay.
Whether
is
the answer is
to the
yes.
question bang by any chance?
Well, no, it can also be snap.
Hear me out. Okay. Hear me out. What if? Okay. Let me paint you a picture. You have 939. You have 106. You got 682 running at you, bro. And you have a gun in your right hand. Are you gonna shoot them or are you gonna shoot yourself?
Well, see,
Wait, who's coming after me again? 682, 939, and who else?
939 and 106.
The
Well,
issue is, though, if you shoot yourself, there's a chance 106 could still take your body. So, I mean...
But you're dead already.
yeah.
yeah,
What
but
happens
I mean...
after? What happens after I'm dead? Like with my body, like 106 can do whatever weird, freaky things he wants. I'll be dead.
That's kind of messed up.
All right, so
Yeah.
my idea is I'm gonna carry 44 Magnum. See,
I
I
don't
can
know. Who
just
wants to play
shoot-
some Lethal
shoot at
Company?
them, they'll be dead.
That
I remember someone...
We can't install Lethal Company on our company laptops. I've tried.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. I have it
Yeah.
right here. Are
But you guys
stupid?
clearly haven't tried hard. You guys clearly have not tried
Dude,
hard enough.
I don't think Lucius
No,
is gonna come into
I
work
don't
tomorrow.
think. I don't think
They're
y'all
gonna
have
find
tried
that he
hard
has
enough.
lethal
I
company.
don't
on
think
his-
that y'all have tried hard enough, especially using our today's sponsor,
he's-
NordVPN.
No,
No, we don't.
Fuck
We don't have
off.
any sponsors yet.
Censor
You
that.
make, we
Censor
make
that.
this joke every
Censor
single
that.
fucking podcast.
Censor
every
that.
single
We're
time.
not. We're not. We're not giving them free stuff. If we're gonna, you
We're
know
on
what?
track for the
NordV
next
if
ClusterF,
NordVPN
boys.
hears this and wants,
Oh my
It-
god.
I mean,
this
if-
is the
I
second
mean,
clusterfuck episode.
do we use NordVPN at the foundation?
No,
Yes,
No,
we
it's not.
do.
If
It
they
gives
say
me Lethal
encryption is
Company.
like 10 times better than NordVPN.
If they give us,
Wait,
if they give us
wait.
money, then yes, we do. But
Wait.
at this point, we don't.
You guys don't route your internet through 079?
Why would you do that? That's the worst. You're giving him access to internet.
That explains. You know what? That explains a lot of things about why he is also. I mean, last time I talked to him, he ended up. This is no joke. He said the word Riz, Skibbity,
Oh
and
no,
Cap.
Tomato!
my
what have you
God.
done? Tomato, what have you
Nothing.
done?
Nothing. I just
Okay,
I've coded a
I'm
VPN
going to say that
service
that
into
wasn't. No,
079
that wasn't him.
and
that
I
was
use
me.
them.
I'm gonna say that wasn't him.
Alright,
That was
well,
me.
What
With
did
this
you do?
information
I'm
coming
leaving
to
a
light,
legacy,
I now
that's what I'm
understand
doing.
suicide a bit more.
No, if you want to leave a legacy, you do what I did before I decided to come back to work again.
I have no idea
You
what you did.
defect to the enemy, then you defect
Oh,
to the
no.
other enemy, then you
Oh,
come
no.
back around, and during that process of defecting, you get so much information that you're a walking time bomb.
That's
They
so
tried-
awesome.
I've got like 7 different counter fallback plans where if I get my mind wiped, I have constant backup plans for how to fuck them over if they do it.
On the topic of information you shouldn't know, what's the most classified thing you guys know?
No,
All
we're
right,
not
so
doing that. We're not doing
This
that.
is
We're not
this
doing
is
that.
me
This has been a
personally-
fantastic
Had a
episode.
personal
Thank you all
talk.
very
I
much for
disagree.
joining
No,
us.
no, no, no.
The Site-65 podcast. This
me
is
personally
personally
Thank you
have
so
to
much
be
for
the name of
joining
one
us.
of the
Thank you very much
Site-65
for
if we
joining
want
us.
to be
Good night.
serious,